Now we'll move on and just go to our pages here, all pages. Take our test landing page and use the Divi builder. So what this has done, it has converted our text block that we had here into this this block. So if I edit it here, you see it's the same we had before, and some additional like you can change the settings here. Basically, every module, every type of module has its own settings. I won't go into this. We don't need to go into this. This is like the text color. I could say the text color should be light. And I could say the text orientation, instead of left, center. So I can disable this on phone, tablet, or desktop. I can change this label, which I will do, which is my main text. So it's easier for me to distinguish it later. And I can make a preview here. Of this module. What I've seen, I don't know why. I don't really know why, but on my PC, in their videos, the preview works perfectly, but on my PC it doesn't. So I just close it down again and usually say save and exit. And if I do a preview now, there are parts missing really. Whereas, because I said that the text would be light. Yeah, I thought I didn't think it would be white. Okay. So we go back to this module and say the text dark. And this is kind of, you can see it's kind of the normal editor really. You can do it basically embeds the normal editor within Divi. So if I now say save and exit, and here save and add to library, that basically means that I could save this as a module and then later recover it. For now, you also have here, I forgot to show you in the other, you have also here in the text side, you have access to the, it's not really the HTML code, but almost. Because there are no, WordPress doesn't show you any line breaks or paragraph marks, but the rest is kind of pretty normal HTML if you wanted to change the HTML. So let's see the preview now. I haven't been using the version 3, so maybe it's better now. Yeah, here it is. So what I did, I centered the text. So you could decide this there. So all the text would be centered. Save and exit. And this is just what we've seen before, just placed into a module, basically. So you have different levels here, and which you can use. So this is kind of the from inner to out. I can add a module here, and these are it's the layout of this part. So if I wanted this to be 2 columns or whatever, I can change this and just say, okay, now it's 2 columns. So I have my left column, the main text I had, and I would insert a module here. Let's put a call to action. title, get it. The button URL where it would go to, let's say it's open in the same window, the button text, get it now. So that would be basically what we are creating here as a kind of a button, and we can change the colors, the text light or whatever, and add some additional text even. Text. Look at it in the preview. And as you can see, we have now changed a 1 column setting to a 2 column, and we have this button here, the call to action. So okay, save and exit. And preview. Here you go. So as I've been explaining here is basically you can add any number of objects here. So it is hierarchical, which means is that this is now are the 2 columns. This is the page width and or the main text width, and there are also settings for the general, but that's usually a background image. And I think I will overload you if we go into this right now, into the different options. So I'm just telling you that you can always basically every block you have, every section or module has its general settings. You can apply custom CSS. This is fully customizable, how you want this to look like. And the same would be here. You see, it's basically the same. And here you have some advanced design settings just for this module. You can use a background, video, whatever. Every module has its own settings. You don't need to go into this. You will learn this as you use it. But usually what you'll be doing is using templates that are already being created. So let's say I would like to copy this row here. I like this and I would just want to do some changes to it. What I would do here is, where is it? Where's the, I have to, here, this one. So I copy this within here and I can just edit from there. And for this one, I could change the layout. I would say, okay, I want this only to be 1 column width. And then it will go, you see, it just changes them. And you can also move them up and down. So whatever, it's drag and drop everywhere. And now what I say, I want to copy this whole block. So now I have the same copy down here. So as you can see, you can copy everything you want, and then you can add different kind of sections here. This is a standard section. This is a full width section, which would be usually what we will be using when we create a landing page. And depending on the section that you're using, you have different selections. Let's start with these ones, full width, which are fewer than 1. So if I say here, okay, that's full width. I say insert module. There are only a few modules I have, like a full width header, a full width image, a portfolio, which is a special type of post basically, or page really. It's a special page type, which comes with the DIVI theme, but I'm not even sure if we will be using this. Then you can use a slider or just a title. So as you can see, this is kind of full width. So just close this down. And okay, and if I now say add from library, oh, there are none. Sorry, I'm in full width. Yeah, X. So I would insert a module here and would say, hold on, I'm in standard. So now I'm just creating a new one here, so I can show you what I want to show you. And I say here, insert a module. There are all kind of modules like map, portfolio, post title. What you'll be mostly using, maybe a button. A contact form, we will not be using their contact forms, we'll be using other ones because they are more flexible.
Where do we get those contact forms?
There's not a plugin basically.
Oh.
It's a plugin, it's called Contact Form 7. It's one of the most used contact forms, and it's fully customizable really and pretty powerful. It looks easy and simple, but once you get into it, you can do almost anything with it. And here we may be restricted, which we want to avoid.
Yeah.
So what we mostly be using is a text, basically, and a text is just a text block as we've seen it. Okay, just write something here. My text. By the way, you can also, if you don't like, if you copy from you can copy from Word everything, and it will be transformed directly. You don't have to worry. We'll take care of it. But maybe you copy from some other documents and you want to delete. And you want to delete the format. So let's say we had here underscore and here bold. You can just highlight it and delete any format from here. Or you can copy and paste as text. So basically what this does, you see now this has a border, and if I take this text just as the example, bold, and now say copy as text, paste as text, you see it has no formatting. So, okay, let's save this one. And insert a new module. And now we say add from library. Oh, they have nothing. They have nothing in their library. You can basically you can add modules into the library which they haven't done. Let's see if I can show you this somewhere else. That's my blog. No, I don't have it here. Let's go to customer side. No. Okay, this was in Spanish, but let's see if we add a column here. Okay. And we want to select, yeah, here we have a lot. So these are the, let's make this a little bigger. Okay. Can you see it good now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he would basically say, okay, I want to a splash page. A splash page would be a sales page. So let's say take this one and just make a preview from it. So here they have this is a simple splash page. It just has a few messages and then enter to go somewhere. Let's take another one. I can clean this. Yes. So now I've cleaned it up. Just take a new one. Oops. I still have. I have to insert a column. Let's see. This is a landing page. That should be maybe a little. Yeah, there's more to it. So let's save this to preview. So here you have basically this could kind of be maybe our template that we'll be using. We'll maybe create another one, but as you can see, it's basically it's a predefined placeholders where you just place the information in. But you could also save these templates so they include already the call to action button and things like that. So like standard pieces.
Yeah.
So you're following me, or?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, good. So in this case, there are quite a few, and they come really with the DIVI design. I don't know why they have not loaded them into the DocPath site. It's like this one, for example. This would be, if I take this one, no, that hasn't changed. Well, it hasn't changed. So basically, what I wanted to show you also here, if I just close down this page, I've been a lot of changes to it. Well, because I introduced I've let's stay a moment. And title and save it. The reason I didn't see this full width portfolio on the page is because it has no content really.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's this one. It's this one. I think. I don't know because I don't know which template it is, but basically this was the first one we had, and this is the one we just added at the top. So we can add.
Is it another company you work for?
Yeah. Yes, what I want to show you, if I just add a module here, a text module. Not here, here. Because this is full width, which is why I have very little choice. So if I add this one, and I would add a text block. So I've saved it now here, and if I abandon the page, oh, it has changed. That's version 3. Great. That was a nightmare before, because you sometimes just simply forget to. Okay, that's nice to know. So it seems to be aware of your changes, which is very good. So as I said, we had no modules here, but this is basically how it would work. You would either load from the library modules that we'll be reusing, or basically selecting. You add a, let's say, as I said here, you can add all kind of blocks, and when you select right click here, you can say this will be my split test. So I should select my goal. I've already done this, so this I select it. Okay. And now I have two variations of it, you see?
Mm-hmm.
And then I forgot to select my my target action really. So it would be this one. But I don't know. Should have guided me on the way. Hold on, just end split test. And I select this one, and this would be the winner, basically. You've seen this? So once my split test is over, or just do it again.
Oh yeah, you selected one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I save split test here. And now I have to select my goal, which is that one. Here we go. So basically we'll be measuring how many times, which one of these two text variations gets more call to action clicks.
Mm-hmm.
And once I say, okay, now I'm finished, I'll right click again and say end split test. Yes, and now I select the one. I say, okay, it was number 2 was the best. And then I would move on and maybe test the next call to action. Or maybe I could also test the call to action itself. I could say here, split test. Okay. And this is also my target. So it's basically, I'm testing here the call to action button itself. I could change its color or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this I can do with any module here. So I could also, as you can see, it only allows split testing with one of the elements at a time, which makes a lot of sense because you don't know, otherwise you don't know what you're really testing.
Yeah.
So just to summarize, I can copy here. This is the copy sign. So if I copy this, I can copy a whole block, or I can copy a whole section here. Yes, it contains split testing goal. Okay, and split test.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this one, and now I could copy it. And it was just placed below. And for editing any of the attributes, you would use this, and it depends on really on the module which ones you would have here. But these are kind of the options that affect the whole block. And the further inside you get, the same here. But when you come to a module like a text, then you have below directly the editor. So if I insert a new module here, I could insert a button, so the bottom URL. Oops. Same window, the button text, download. Button alignment, I want to center it. I want the text color light, but then I would have to change the color, the admin label button, advanced design settings. No. So I don't know, because every module has its own settings here, which is why it doesn't make sense to go into. So if I, okay, light, okay, view. We have so many rubbish here. Where is it? Where is it? I can't see it. Close the preview and say here dark again. Maybe this was the reason. Preview. It was on the right hand side in the top block. Ah, there it is. Because the background of this was white, I couldn't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would change the background here. So let's do this just for the sake of, so you see how these save and exit. So we are here. So if we change here, we should be able to change the background color. Custom padding, disable, admin label. Here we go. Background color. Select color and let it be yellow. Save and exit. And now let's, oh, we could have made a preview also from there. Wow, that's beautiful. But it's just for illustration, so you see how these properties basically edit here affect what's inside. Okay?
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of an introduction how to use WordPress and the Divi editor. So if you wanted to create a landing page, you would go directly to using the Divi editor and then add the modules as you like.
Yeah. So, the developers in DocPath, they're the ones that usually are working with WordPress. There are two people.